Hi there, I am Jen Grice from jengrice.com. I am a Christian divorce mentor and empowerment coach. I help Christian women to reclaim their hope, healing, and peace after divorce. Today, I'm going to start off with a little story about my time going through my divorce. Today, I looked on my Facebook in this day and realized that today was the anniversary of one of my mediations. As I read it today, I saw that I had posted that my mediation was just a waste of time. And I'm going to be honest, I wasn't prepared for my divorce. I was a jumbled mess of emotions and disorganization. And being that divorce is a very stressful and busy time, and you're feeling all of the emotions of your divorce being over, that this once very organized person became very disorganized. And I went into my second mediation sick, physically sick. I should have just called and canceled or said I wasn't coming, but I really felt like I had no options. Like I wasn't in any kind of control of what was going on. I had hired an attorney just out of desperation, and towards the end realized she really wasn't on my side about things. It was in that time that I realized that I was really in the dark about what was going on. There was even a court appearance that I wasn't even told about until after it was over. I was lucky to get out of my divorce with any preparation for the future. And it wasn't until I had to return to court for a dispute that I realized just how bad things were. I was not prepared, and I was not organized enough to represent myself in that dispute. That's when I decided I need to get organized and create myself a divorce binder. Now, I would not say I won that court date because I don't think anybody wins in divorce, do they? Everybody loses. Having my divorce binder, I was prepared with confidence knowing that I could tackle this dispute on my own, represent myself, show the needed paperwork, and get through the court hearing. So today I'm going to be talking about how you can have a stronger mental position and head into your divorce with confidence. This will help you to stay calm and have less anxiety as you head into the court appearance. So I'm going to start with how you can be prepared for court. This could happen long before anyone files for divorce. Some of these things you can start if you know that you are heading towards divorce, or you're separated, or you're even contemplating divorce. So what do you need to do to be prepared? Have your own checking account and savings account if possible in just your name. Start to save money for rent and for your lawyer. If you can, pay ahead for either of those. Having a secure location that's already paid for gives you a safe place to go if you need to. During this time, you should know about all the bills. You should print them all out, know where the money goes. You should also print out any checking and savings account statement for any joint account. It's also advisable to have your own separate login information for your joint checking accounts and any bill pay services that you have. Get a free copy of your credit report. I will put a link below in the description where you can get a copy of your credit report for free. Every person has a right to get a free one every single year. You could also secure a post office box if you don't feel that you can send mail to your house. Then go ahead and get a small post office box for safety. You could work on getting your debt taken care of, or any other issues you have with finances, and anything that needs to be straightened out, especially if it's on your credit report. If you have any joint accounts that you have never used, you could look into getting your name removed from those. Also, take an inventory of items that you have in your home. Take pictures of items of importance or value, and then try to find out their value online, because sometimes during divorce, things tend to disappear, and you want to know what you have and be able to prove that you have it when you are in the actual divorce process. The last thing you can do to try to be prepared for divorce, if you're separated or contemplating divorce, or you're headed that way, is to trust God and allow Him to be in control. Like I said earlier, nobody wins in divorce, and so it's best to go into it with an open mind and only looking for what's fair. If you're going in to demand taking everything and getting everything, then you might end up with nothing. So it's best to go in just with expectations that things will be split 50-50, and that this is a chance to start your life over and build a better life for your your future. And remember that God goes before you. Everything is in His hands, and He wouldn't have brought you to the place if He didn't have a better plan in mind. So next we're going to talk about how to be organized. So you've done all the work to collect all those papers and bank statements and bills and possessions and take pictures, and you have all this paperwork that the courts want you to fill out, plus all the paperwork that you have to collect. And so what do you do with it? So I have created something to help women in that process, and I call it the Divorce Survival Toolkit. That's because we all need tools to help us survive, and one of the things we can do is in surviving divorce is to get organized and be prepared. This is the divorce binder. You can keep everything in one place and no more chasing all those papers and where they are. You can add all the petitions, the affidavits, and any paperwork that you receive or that you have to collect right in this binder. And you can use a smaller binder or a bigger binder. It depends on how much paper you have. Very flexible. So as you see by my cover and some of the sheets on the inside, you can use a tab and label it to tell what is in each section. So this is an important paper sheet, tells what you can collect. I did work with an attorney to create these papers, and he gave me his best advice on what would help prepare you for the attorney and for the divorce process. So you want to collect household expenses, and there's a blank one that I include. And like I said about the possessions, and you can keep an inventory and tell us how much they're worth and where they're located. And you can also take pictures, print them out, and add them to your binder. I help prepare with some questions to talk to your lawyer, and some blank sheets, deciding what is important to you, because like I said, this is about what you need and not necessarily what you want after divorce. And a lot of other sheets included. You can put holes in them in the sheets, or you can put them into clear page protectors like I did. So these are the sheets. I printed these sheets in black and white on a laser printer, and I printed my color sheets on a inkjet printer, all from my own home. And you'll see by these sheets, they're very usable in both black and white and color. There are actually 19 sheets that come with it. At the advice of one of my reviewers, I actually removed divorce binder from one of the sheets and just included the butterfly in case you didn't want it to say divorce binder on the front of your binder. I also include a document location sheet so you can keep track where your documents are, if they are in the binder or with your lawyer or wherever they may be at a certain time. So just to show you, this is my binder with all the paperwork. These aren't the final paperwork. This is all the documentation that was collected, notes and that kind of thing throughout the trial. And obviously it's a little disorganized now, but if I need to go to court, it would be very easy for me to go through it and get it organized again so that I would be prepared. I did take this actual binder with me when I went to court the last time. I was seen as a much stronger woman the final time I went in than all the other times going to court, and just feeling like I was being thrown around like a rag doll. With my binder, I no longer felt that way. So once you have done these things and become prepared, you are ready to talk to an attorney and move forward in the divorce process. Or if you were served papers, this is definitely the time to get organized and find the best lawyer to represent you for your case and your needs in your area. And I think if you use my digital toolkit, you will be prepared to meet with a lawyer. There's a link below to buy my divorce survival toolkit. It's available on my website, and I pray that you are well prepared and organized for your divorce as well. So those who are divorced or at the end of the divorce, did you create a divorce binder? How did you stay organized through your divorce process? I'd love to hear your advice and wisdom in the comments and share that with others. And any other ideas that you have to be prepared and organized before and during divorce. Thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss my weekly videos. I hope to see you in the next video.